Guys, am I excited to do today's video? We got an exciting one for you here today. I'm gonna take you behind the curtains on a stock market portfolio I have in which has over $700,000 in this particular one. And I'm gonna show you everything in it, okay? I'm gonna show you the stocks we own. I'm gonna show you the cost basis, how much we're up on that stock, down on that stock, everything across the board. And I'll just spend a minute or two talking about each of these individual stocks and kind of giving you my opinion on them as well. I hope you guys really enjoy this, okay? So some facts around this account. There are 14 different stocks I hold in this account, which is about what I feel comfortable with, being that it's an account that has about $700,000. So 14 stocks, that's about where I like to be. There are many different stocks in this account. We have some growth stocks, some stocks that have some insane revenue growth, some insane potential for that top line, bottom line over the next 5-10 years. We have some dividend stocks in this account that are consistent dividend payers. We even have some value stocks in there. So there's a mix of everything. Something I try to pride myself on is not just being one-dimensional when it comes to stock market picking. I feel like if you're going to be a new age investor that is truly a great investor, you need to be good at everything. You can't just be into growth stocks. You can't just be into dividend stocks. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can't call yourself a great investor, in my opinion, unless you can do it all. And that's going to really be the future, in my opinion, because different categories get super overpriced at different times. Sometimes value is way overpriced and you need to go with growth stocks. Sometimes growth stocks are a ripoff and you need to find value stocks and dividend stocks. And so if you really want to be a great investor, in my opinion, you got to master all three over time, okay? I have over $700,000 in this account. Some of these positions are up, some of these positions are down. This particular account was started in late 2017 and we really got it rolling in 2018, okay? What can you learn from a video like this? One is portfolio strategy. You know, I'm somebody that's been in the market for over a decade now. I'm fairly decent at what I do, let's just put it that way. In running a portfolio, you can see how I initially position size, so how much I'm like putting in a particular position. You can see how I diversify money around different stocks, and you can see the mix of stocks I have out there. Once again, it's not just like I just own growth stocks or just own dividend stocks. It's a mixture of all these different stocks. So you should be able to learn a lot from this, okay? And also for full disclosure, how much have we taken for profits or losses so far this year? We have taken $15,940 in profits in just this account this year in 2020. I could take literally hundreds of thousands of dollars more in profit right now if I wanted to, but I'm not so interested in that, okay? Let's just put it that way, because a lot of these stocks have huge potential in the future. And so for me to sell some of these stocks, it doesn't really make sense, but that's what we've actually taken for profit so far this year in this particular account. As of right now, remember I told you I could take hundreds of thousands of dollars. As of right now, we are up $296,000 on these particular positions, and that does not account for any dividends received in any of these stocks. And remember, some of these stocks actually pay me out dividends. That's just since I bought those stocks. $296,000 in profit I could take here today. We have a 73% gain on this account. The Dow Jones Industrial Average in the past year is down 1.7%. The S&P 500 is up 7%, which means we're absolutely destroying the market in the nastiest way possible, which is what I'm really going for. That's why I put in all this work. That's why I stay up till 2, 3 in the morning reading annual reports and all those sorts of things, looking in the stocks. I'm looking to destroy the market each and every year, and that's what I try to do. Just like I need you guys to destroy that like button down there, I'll just wait for you guys to turn it blue and just absolutely obliterate that button, okay? And also, just so you guys know, I got an exclusive video, second link in the description, that goes into how I made $100,000+ from one stock using my system. So if you want to check out that, definitely check it out. You will enjoy it, okay? Let's start getting into all these different stocks. First up here, Cake, okay? This is one of my newer investments out there. I think this is the only direct restaurant play I have in this particular account. This one I would count kind of as a value proposition type stock, where it just looks very attractive on a valuation based upon where I believe this company is going to be 3 years out from now, 5 years out from now. As of right now, we're up 7.5% on the stock. We're up $1,200, so we could take that profit today if we want it. We have 800 shares, and the cost base on this stock is $21.80 $8.05. This is a position I would love to build bigger in this particular account. I would love to get it up to like a 30K or maybe even have like 40K in this particular stock, in this particular account. I own a lot of shares in Cake in a couple other accounts, but I would honestly love to build it even bigger. Here, I'm a big believer in the valuation of the stock. I actually just talked about this stock in a video very recently. That's when it was like right around $20 a share. It's up a little bit since then. It was a video I did called 5 cheap stocks to buy now, and 5 stocks I'm just really interested in that were, you know, around $20 or less, okay? This next stock up here, CCL, okay? Oh man, I think a lot of you guys end up making a lot of money on this because I put out that video, CCL stock a buy at $8. And, you know, that video ended up going crazy. It got 239,000 views. Like most of my videos get like, you know, 50,000 to like 100,000 views. So for that one to get 239,000 views, it was a lot. And I think a lot of you guys have made a lot of money on the stock. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people that has made a lot of money on CCL. I started investing in this one right before Rona. It was such bad timing. I mean, sometimes, you know, something's going to happen in the stock market, like a once in a 100-year event that's going to come out of nowhere, and you're just going to be unprepared for it. And I was completely unprepared for a once in a 100-year event to just absolutely dismantle the cruise industry for, you know, potentially at least a few years here, okay? So CCL, we're getting destroyed on this stock, or, you know, it's getting better for us actually in regards to this stock. Not nearly as destroyed as we once were, but it's still the worst stock I've held in years. This stock, we're down 44K on, down 55%, 2,250 shares for this particular stock. Cost base on this one, $35.52. I might bring down that cost basis some more over time, especially as we get closer and closer to 2021, assuming the stock price is still kind of down here or somewhere around there. It looks like, you know, I used to have like a kind of like a 60-40% probability, like 60% they would make it through, 40% they'd go bankrupt. I'm moving that up to 70-30 now. 70% chance they make it through this mess, only a 30% chance, which is still really high. 30% chance they go bankrupt, because as I've looked at the business, what they've done as far as balance sheet wise and kind of raising some money and whatnot, it's looking more and more like they should get through this mess and get to the other side. And that's the most important thing for CCL. All they have to do really is get to that other side where business opens back up and we get past this once in a 100-year event. And ultimately, as long as that can happen, CCL likely will be a stock that, you know, will come back over the next 3 to 5 years. Let's just put it that way, okay? This next stock up here, it's a growth stock that I really, really like. I've made a lot of money on this stock in the past. I made a lot of money on the stock right now, okay? And this particular stock is cruisy doozy, Cirrus Logic. So this is a position we're up over $6,000 now. We're up over 84%. If you don't know Cirrus Logic, they make the audio chips that go into a lot of different Apple products, okay? They also supply to a ton of other OEMs out there, original equipment manufacturers, but Apple's their big customer. So if you're watching this video right now on an iPhone, guess what? My voice right now is coming through Cirrus Logic chips to you right now. An iPad, same exact thing, okay? Voice processing, amplifiers, all those sorts of things. That's what they specialize in. They're very high margin. They're very like white glove service, let's put it that way, in terms of, you know, dealing with the customer on a very high level. You can't just rip their chips out and go with the cheapest supplier. You could do that, but it usually would be a very bad decision versus staying with somebody like a Cirrus Logic. Bit of a smaller company, only a few $1 billion of market cap, but I really, really like this company. It's made us a ton of money. We've taken a ton of profits on the stock in the past, like literally tens of thousands of dollars. And, you know, in terms of our current position, it's treating us very well. Let's put it that way, okay? Next stock up here is Elf Beauty. Yes, a cosmetics company. So right off the bat, you can see we have many, and just in the first 4 stocks here, we have very many different stocks in very many different industries, right? A restaurant play, a travel shipping company, right? Cruise is obviously an audio chip supplier for smartphones and other electronics out there, and then you have a cosmetics company. So right off the bat, you can tell we're very diversified, needless to say, okay? So Elf Beauty, cosmetics company, we're up 167% on the stock. We're up $12,200 on the stock on 1,000 shares right now. Cost base is $7.28, and when it comes to Elf Cosmetics, this is a cosmetics turnaround play that Wall Street had kind of given up on, forgot about. Our cost base is $7.28. The stock's at, you know, what is it at now? $19.48, right? Wall Street had forgotten about this stock. They'd given up on it. And what I saw was a turnaround play in a massive way here. I saw something Wall Street didn't. I really understood the business on a high level. I invested in it. We've been fortunate enough to take tens of thousands of dollars in profit in this stock in 2019. The gains were ridiculous, okay? I took some, just ridiculous profits in this particular stock. I'm still holding those 1,000 shares and they're doing very well for us. And their products are very low price. So let's just imagine we're in a recession scenario for a couple years or just a down economic environment, right? Because of Rona over the next few years. e.l.f. is actually somebody that benefits in the cosmetics industry if people are trading down because their products are still very high quality, but the price points are so much lower than most companies in the cosmetics industry. And so e.l.f. Beauty is a beauty of a stock, okay? Next stock up here. So let's imagine I had to go to sleepy poo for like 5 years until like 2025. Let's just put it that way. I just knocked out for 5 years. And you told me I got to put all my money in one stock for the next 5 years. And so if I'm thinking about that type of scenario, I'm thinking about not just a stock that will hopefully make me money over those 5 years, but also a stock that I almost have a close to a 0% chance of my wealth going down if I'm in that stock over the next 5 years. And that stock is the FB, okay? The FB is a juggernaut of juggernauts, just a company that is just amazing. I mean, when you think about the scale this company has, it's on a whole other level than we've ever seen from basically any company before. And that's essentially why I believe this will be the biggest market cap company in the world within 5 years. I've been saying that, and I know some people think, oh, that might not be possible and things like that. We'll see. We'll see who's right in that whole situation. Let's just put it that way. But I believe the FB will be the biggest market capitalization company in the entire world within 5 years. Yes, it will pass Amazing's. Yes, it will pass Google McDougal and Apple and Mr. Softy and all the others in my personal opinion. And it's already doing very amazing for us. Let's be honest. I mean, we're up 57% on this stock. We're up over $32,000. We have 371 shares in this particular stock. This was supposed to be the biggest stock in the portfolio, but one of my other stocks has gone so crazy that it actually became the biggest stock in the portfolio. But it's doing amazing for us. Cost basis on this one is $153.35, and that's definitely one that's just a long-term hold. Let's put it that way. It's one of those stocks that if it was to go up to 100+%, I still wouldn't sell it. It's just like, that's just a long-term hold. I feel very comfortable in that stock, okay? Next stock up here, Wall Street, okay? This was one of those stocks that Wall Street had given up on. They thought it was doomed. Let's just put it this way. Wall Street and I, we had a difference of opinion on this particular stock, okay? And I started investing in this one probably about 4 months ago or so. And it's done amazing for us. Fizzy, get dizzy, okay? Fizzy, get dizzy. This stock we have 960 shares of. Our cost basis is $40.42. We're up over 65% on the stock, up over $25,000 right now on good old Fizzy, get dizzy. It's just, it's an amazing company that's just in an amazing turnaround mode. And like I said, Wall Street had completely given up on this stock. They really have. And Fizzy is now growing. Wall Street thought this company was going to continue to shrink revenues, shrink their business. I had very much a difference of opinion with Wall Street. I thought they were going to start growing again. And sure enough, they are growing again. And what else is growing? Their stock price is growing. So Wall Street, nice try, guys. You got beat again, okay? Next stock up here, this is another stock that I've added here in 2020. This is usually a very nice dividend payer, and there'll be a nice dividend payer in the future, and that's the Foot Locker, okay? Foot Locker. So 560 shares we have of this stock. We're down 2% on right now. $331 down, okay? Cost base on this one, $29.48. I'm looking to definitely add more Foot Locker in the future. I could see myself owning, somewhere between, let's say, $25,000 and $35,000 worth of Foot Locker shares in this particular account. I love Foot Locker's business model. They're one of the few, let's call them mall-based retailers that I actually like. And matter of fact, I think they are pretty much the only one I actually like. And it's not like they're just mall-based. They actually have some online platforms they own, some apps they have investments in and things like that are actually, very high performers. Let's just put it that way. I like the management team on a very high level over there at Foot Locker. And ultimately, I think that's a stock that will throw us off a lot of dividend money over the next few years. They're they'll probably start paying dividends, in my opinion, as early as 2021 again. And I think it'll throw us a ton of dividend money, and I think we'll get nice share appreciation on the stock. So when I look at Foot Locker, I'm looking at this as a value play, and I'm also looking at this as a dividend play. Okay, I absolutely love that one. Okay, next stock up here, I got a couple of these in the house. One is upstairs. Okay, I mean it's a fairly big house, so there's a lot to clean in this house, a lot of vacuum. Got one upstairs, I got one downstairs. Okay, a couple different models. I spent a lot of money on this company's products over time, but they paid me back a lot more than I ever spent with them. Let's just put it that way. And that is the iRobot. Okay, in this particular account, we are up over $20,000 on iRobot, ticker symbol IRBT, up over 84%, 520 shares on this one, with a cost basis of $46.04. And this is one I'm not looking to add, but I'm really not actually looking to sell this one either, even though the gains are absolutely substantial in this particular stock. But when you think about, the Rona situation, you think about, cleaning of your home, and you think about everybody paying more attention to cleaning and cleanliness and all those sorts of things, and you think about a company that makes robots that do these sorts of things, right, and do these type of tasks. By the way, they don't just actually make the Roomba that vacuums, they actually make floor cleaning robots as well, called the Brava, which actually can sanitize your floors, and it's a little robot that goes around as far as that goes too. And you think about less and less people might be interested in having maids in their homes right now and things like that. So, not everybody wants to mop their floor, let's be honest, or can mop their floor, especially if you're elderly, something like that. So iRobot, phenomenal play on this whole wave, and I think it's going to continue to perform very well for us over time. And I really like that stock. Let's just put it that way. Phenomenal balance sheet. Management's done a very good job growing the business over the past several years, okay? Next stock up here. So this is a stock I've talked about a lot recently. I went to the top of the mountain. I wanted to plant my flag so every single person in the world knows I'm investing in the stock. And they can judge me for better or for worse because of this stock at the end of the day. Because I think this one's going to perform amazing for us over the next 5+ years. It's a stock I'm most excited to invest in since Tesla, my Tesla, which is saying a lot. And I just, I remember back in the day, people would say I made too many Tesla videos, right? I want to make sure everybody flipping knew that I was the Tesla guy investing in Tesla. And now there's this new stock that I'm like, everybody pay attention because I'm investing in this one, okay? And that is Planet 13 Holdings. So we're up almost 65% on the stock, up over $8,000, 10,000 shares. I'm not going to, talk about this stock really because I've done several videos over the past week or two in regards to stock. So, you can check out all those different videos I have on Financial Education 1 and Financial Education 2 if you want to hear my bullish thesis and why I'm such a big believer in that stock over the next 5 to 10 years, okay? Next stock up here is Revolt. Ticker symbol on this one is RVLV. So we're up 35% on the stock right now. We're up almost $10,000. So a very nice gainer for us, $9,900 on 2,375 shares. Our cost base on this one was $11.86. This company's amazing. Okay, Revolve is just it's just an amazing company in my opinion. The management team over there, they're so new age. They're so up on what's going on now, trends, understanding using Instagram influencers. They're even understanding how to basically set up stores inside different platforms. They're so much faster moving, and they understand the business of retail on such a higher level in 2020 than any of their competitors. And I just look at this company and I'm like, this is one of those few stocks that you can really look at and be like, if they continue to execute the way they've been executing essentially on the business, and they do that for the next 5 to 10 years, this is one of the few stocks you're gonna find that actually has, in my opinion, a 5 to 10x opportunity over the next 5 to 10 years. It's very rare you can find one of those stocks and it's like, this actually might be one of those realistic situations. And I really feel like that when it comes to Revolve. I'm pretty comfortable with the position sizing I have in this, particular stock right now, current value of 38. I could maybe potentially add a little more shares, but I'm pretty comfortable with where we're at with that one. But I'm a huge believer in that management team specifically. Obviously their product, the way the company's grinding, doing things, but ultimately the management team there, amazing how fast they move. It's so much faster than any other retailer out there. And meanwhile, so many other competitors, if you want to call them competitors, right, that are selling clothing. What's happened to a lot of these department stores and different businesses? They're going under, right? They're going out of business. So the competitive landscape when it comes to selling clothing is getting less competitive over the next few years than it's been over the past few years, let's put it that way. And so Revolve's new age, love that one, okay? 5G. So obviously 5G is coming, right? 5G phones, 5G everything is coming over the next 5 years, essentially. All of a sudden, it's going to move from this wave of everybody has 4G devices to everybody's going to have 5G devices. This is going to be a mass rollout over the next 5 years. And so 5G is really starting to get the hype behind it now. And people recently have really started to look into, okay, where are the 5G opportunities? What are going to be the 5G players? What are going to be the major 5G stocks that have a chance to grow their business substantially, right? And so I'm always going to look for like semiconductor companies that are going to play in the 5G space. And I think I have one in which is going to be a very high performer. Let's just put it that way in future years. And it's already been a very high performer. And it is Skyworks Solutions, ticker symbol SWKS. We're up already on the stock, almost 74%, over $36,000 in profit we could take today if we wanted to. This is a very consistent dividend paying company. One of the best balance sheets you'll ever find from any company, no debt, over $1 billion in cash, which is a phenomenal amount for a company their size. 5G should be something that increases top line for them and bottom line substantially, okay? Substantially. This company should see a double up, if not much more than double up in their top line and bottom line over the next 5 years. Let's put it that way. And so we're doing amazing on it. 650 shares, 75.70 cost basis. And sometimes people wonder, like, that's a really big gain there, man. 36,000. Thinking about taking profit? Absolutely not. Like I said, this one pays me out dividends that aren't even accounted for in that number. And also, I think the stock will be a $200 plus stock a few years from now. So to sell at 131, I'm not so interested in it. That's yeah, I kind of look at that one as similar to like an FB. It's really like a long term hold, okay? Wall Street. Oh, I already told you guys to kiss my you-know-what already once in this video on Wall Street. Just go ahead and kiss my Teslas for a minute, okay? Just kiss them, okay? Tesla short sellers. You guys are some of the most pathetic individuals I've ever seen. Short sellers in general are some of the most pathetic people I've ever come across, okay? These individuals will make up lies. They will manipulate. They'll do anything to try to hurt a company and put employees out of work and devastate a company and put a company that has a good cause behind them, like Tesla, electric vehicles, moving to sustainable energy. So many of these individuals will do everything to try to just make a buck, and it's absolutely amazing. So Tesla short sellers, kiss my Tesla, my Esla, okay? Tesla stock, okay? $190,000 gain on this one, up 559% on 150 shares. Look at that. The investment into the stock in this particular account was only $34K, and here we are with the position sizing, $225,000. Tesla could go down massively, and we will still be fortunate enough to have massive gains in the stock. And it's not a stock I'm interested in selling. I know some people see the gains, and it is tempting when you see, gosh, it's $190,000 in profit. We could take that today. It is tempting to say, well, maybe. At the end of the day, I think this is a stock that will be much higher than it is today in 5 years from now. And so should I sell it at 1,500 or should I hold it? More than likely, I'll just hold it for long term. If it goes down short term, it is what it is. Heck, if it went down enough, I might end up buying the stock once again. And Wall Street, you guys just got this one wrong. You know, you went to war with us, right? And you won some battles. And all you short sellers that want to see all the Tesla employees lose their job and see Elon Musk go down, all those sorts of things. You guys won a few battles, but we won the war in the end. And just wait to see what Tesla puts up for revenues over the next 5 to 10 years. Woo-wee! You guys got another thing coming for you. Let's just put it that way. Good old Tesla, my Tesla, okay? Next stock up here is Upwork, ticker symbol UPWK on this one. It's a freelancing company that's out there that if you have a small business, mid-sized business, or a large business, you can actually use them to outsource some work, essentially, okay? You can see, actual reviews on these individuals. You can contact them, message them all through the platform, book the appointments, everything you can essentially do through Upwork. And this is a newer investment for us. We don't have a big position in it yet. I would love to make it bigger. We're up 12% on the stock as of right now on 250 shares, $371 of gains. Like I said, this is a very, very new position for us. I would love to build it much, much bigger than where it is at today, okay? It's just going to take some time to do that one, okay? Next stock up here, another travel-related company. This is our, second travel-related company other than CCL. Obviously, they're getting devastated right now. It's Winning Resorts, which isn't so winning right now, right? Stock's down about 7% for us, down about $2,100. Or is there potential here to make money over time? Absolutely, in my opinion. We have 345 shares. you know, when I look at Wynn Resorts, I look at them starting to come back as far as if you're looking at their business in 2021, but really I'm looking at 2022 and 2023 as being, you know, more of major ramp years for the business model as travel starts to open back up more and more. People feel comfortable. We start hopefully getting past Rona and things like that. So I look at 2021 as kind of a rebuilding year, and then I look at 2022 and 2023 as being, you know, the major growth years where it's like, oh, their business is back on track and things like that. So I look at this one and there is opportunity here. Once again, account in total up $296,000, up 73%. Very fortunate to have, you know, accounts of that size. This is just one of 7 stock market accounts I have. This one's actually available for everybody in my private group to see every single move I ever make in this particular account. And they get to just kind of learn from, you know, the way I look into stocks as well as, you know, how I diversify my funds around. So I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. As always, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for me, and you know, leave me a comment. And if you guys like any of these particular stocks, you know, which ones do you like the most? And always believe in yourself, especially when you have a great strategy. And if you're looking for a great strategy and you're looking for a system, go ahead and check out second link in the description. That will put you to a video that kind of goes into exactly how I use my system to find some of these different stocks out there. Thank you for watching and have a great day.